BluntCut MetalWorks, July 17, 2019. I'm testing this S90V heat treat 3.0. It's the hardness is 64.5 Rockwell. The sharpening progression like this, I use the bell grinder to set the last belt that on the bell grinder with the slower speed as 180 grit aluminum oxide belt X stiff, and then after that I use Edge Pro. When I use the belt, the sharpening angle, the bevel angle is about maybe 13 degrees precise, and then I use Edge Pro to put on 15 degrees precise, and it at 600 grit diamond plate, and then I deburr and at 2000 grit plate, and after that I clean it up some more and slide in size phone book paper and then clean it up with DMT extra fine, which is 3 micron. So the edge, it's not all uniformly super fine, but it's fairly sharp. For my testing, usually if I can slide phone book paper cleanly, it doesn't make awful noise or snag, and that's all the edge I want. And so you got to cut something like this massive catalog, because the thickness behind the edge is 8 thou. So as you can see, hopefully it's in frame here, it's you can see confetti, and of course cutting these things is pretty simple. And then I will cut some this zip tie and standard fold, standard cut. Do a quick check. It's very, it has a good distal paper on it, and I didn't expect anything happened to it. Standard Sisal Rope. This is Harbor Freight, a 1/2 inch. Get a few cut to get to see. If there is any weakness in the edge, it will manifest quickly. I'm not counting anything. Just basically, if something hold, if the edge has weakness in it, where you have bird or wire edge or something, or loss of edge retention, then you see it. And basically, I am qualifying a little bit. It can cut rope. How many? Whether I can quantify it now, we're not going to go into that. And again, rope cutting in rope, when they're in the process of making this rope, I think grit get into the rope. That's why you get dull, the silicate. So, but nothing. And that this is a rosewood, so this is 15 degrees precise. It's let me cut this. so they don't feel better in my hand. It's a pretty good hardness. I mean, chunk of hardness for this rosewood. I mean, think of cocoa bolo that way. If you want to think it that way, or you think it Honduran rosewood, or thing like that. So it's not African blackwood or catalogs or something harder. And anyway, so of course I'm going to do a quick check on these things. I mean, I'm looking for it when it starts snag. I mean, when I do slow cut or something, then I know that I have an issue with the edge. Yeah. Nothing. And what you're going to do, and this is chicken drumstick. It's baked chicken, and it's already barbecue, and now get the bone. This is the soft end, so I'm just going to cut to the marrow end here. It's soft. Okay, so I just do a fill cut in the soft end and do a test, and then we'll cut a little bit. I mean, widow, I don't think I can press it down efficiently with this little blade. So, but anyway, and I see anything that catch? Nothing. See, I mostly work right here anyway. So now I'm going to widow. I don't want the oil to the wood getting grease. So it's where is the dot, I guess, will be the decimal point there, and this where this is going to face this bone. And this is 15 degrees per side. I mean, I will keep reminding that 18 degrees per side is 70% or something stronger. It's not 2 times, but so. I mean, not the marrow here, the edge you can sometimes hear where the hardness is. Definitely the hardness is right there. Alright, so that's the bone. This chicken bone is it doesn't break as unpredictable as the same in a dry cow femur bone. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. Oh, and I just feel that little. Is there something there? I know it. I tried to see at this magnification I see anything or not. I cannot see anything, so I'm sure the camera won't pick up much. That one is alright, because alright, so to go and do more silly work here, and so I guess this is the E gauge 3-wire, and I instead of 3 of these things, I take 1 out, so you have the outdoor shield here. So I'm going to skin the outdoor thing off real quick here. You see it's off, Now this actual shielding, I mean the electrical shielding is a lot harder plastic. So now you get to the twisted string here. It's a fairly solid copper, and you have to do that careful. And when you do, I mean when I do speed like that means I'm going to, there's some copper get cut. And that of course if you do it for work, you don't, that means when you, this right here is the copper get cut and the copper got cut into here. So they are, you know, not good. And so you hear that click, click, click. Really strange feeling. I think the cable just moved, that's because it's twisted. Okay, so that beside, so with a tiny bit, these are still control experiment here. I'm testing, so see what happened. But first, I can take a look. It's difficult to see. I'm going to try to look at it in 30 magnification, and of course not helpful for the viewer, but will be helpful to me here. Alright, you saw the cutting of paper test. Difficult to see anything clearly anyway. Alright, it's right here. There's got a little bead. We see that I'm sure that is, I can see some ripple. Actually, I can see the ripple. It's a little off color, I think. Either that or the, yeah, it is, I think, an off color, but it's not chipped or it's very slight. What is that thing? Yeah, it's a slight band. It's not really a bacon or anything. I'm sorry that video cannot see, but as you can see, if anything deviate enough, when you slow slice to the horn bolt, you will see that it will catch. But because even though it deviates, the edge may deviate a tiny bit. Say if you have a perfect blade like this, it might go sideways a tiny bit, but it's still, basically you still have a sharp ridge or apex at that point, so they can go through the paper. It can navigate through the paper. Well, that's it for the test. Thanks for watching.